What's up guys, in this video I'll show you how to bleed your brakes on your Mazda Rx8 so that it goes from this to this. And all of the items you'll need for this job will be linked in the description so you can check them out. So if you're new to this channel, we make videos about Rx8 tips, maintenance videos, modification videos, and we've also started my Rx8 drift build, so if you're not a subscriber yet, definitely consider subscribing. For this job, you're gonna need an 8mm wrench, a 10mm wrench, a ratchet with a 10 and 8mm socket, 1 liter of standard .3 brake fluid, or better .4 brake fluid, which has a higher boiling point, a garbage bag, a cross wrench with a 19mm socket, a jack and jack stands, a small funnel, a hammer and a nail, a small and a medium 6mm drill bit, a drill, a brake bleeding bottle that has a hose with a 4mm internal diameter. I'll show you how to make one by yourself for under €5 in less than 2 minutes. So firstly, put your drill bit on your hose so you'll find the correct size. Next, use your hammer and nail to pinch a hole in the middle and on the side of the bottle cap. Use your drill to drill these holes out. Make a big hole in the middle and use your hose to test fit the hole. If it's too small, drill around it to make it a little bit bigger so that you can put your hose through and make it nice and snug. Then drill a small hole for the air. And there we go. Now screw your cap on a bottle. Put your hose inside the bottle and to the bottom. And your brake bleeding bottle is ready to use. To start, release your handbrake. Get all of your lug nuts loose with a 19mm wrench. Lift the car until the wheel starts spinning. Secure your car with jack stands, remove your lug nuts and take out all 4 wheels. Next, take a trash bag and put it around your master cylinder so that brake fluid does not spill in your engine bay. As you can see, my brake fluid is very dirty, so it's a good thing we're changing it. Next, screw your cap back on. The bleeding procedure is the following: passenger rear wheel, driver rear wheel, passenger front wheel, and driver front wheel. Pour some brake fluid in your bleeder bottle and screw on your cap with hose. You want to make sure that the hose is under the liquid so that it doesn't suck air back in the brake lines. Next up, locate your bleeder valve and remove the rubber cap. Take your ratchet with 10mm socket and release the bleeder valve. Quickly insert your hose and make sure it's above your bleeder valve so that air does not go back in the system. Take your 10mm wrench and open your bleeder valve. You'll start seeing the old dark dirty fluid coming out slowly. Now slowly press the brake pedal halfway 8 to 10 times to push out the fluid. But don't press it all the way in because otherwise you'll damage the master cylinder seal. Next, check your fluid reservoir and pour in some new brake fluid up to the max indicator. Screw the cap back on and press down the pedals halfway 8 to 10 times again. Repeat this process until the brake fluid in the hose gets clear and has no air bubbles inside. Once it's clear, close the bleeder valve, squeeze the end of the hose, pull it out and put back the rubber cap. Now refill your reservoir to the max line, close the cap and press the brake pedal, and you want it to be hard and not moving forward like previously. If it's soft, it means that there's trapped air in the system and you'll have to bleed the air out of that caliper. Repeat the process on the rear driver's side caliper. Repeat the same process on the front brakes. The only difference is that you'll have to use an 8mm key and socket to release the bleeder valve. When you finish bleeding the front brakes, refill the master cylinder with brake fluid to the max line and screw the cap on. Now push the brake pedal to make sure it's nice and firm, and if it's nice and hard, you have successfully bleeded your brakes. And now we can see just how clear and clean our new brake fluid is compared to the old one. And to maintain it this way, you should bleed your brakes every 2 years. And as always, all the products I've used are linked in the description so you can easily find them. So if you found this video useful, give it a big thumbs up and hit the subscribe button so you won't miss out on new Rx8 videos.